Hey, beautiful people. It is your girl, makeup artist, DeShawn Hatcher. And you know what? I have no idea what time it is. I'm sure it's not 7 because my clock stopped and I really thought I was on time. I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, wait, that doesn't look right. I think my clock is I need to replace the battery in my clock. Well, it's that time. So I am here as I am every Sunday. I have to look. See, I have my phone right here. At 7:13. I have to look. 7:13. Sorry about that. So yes, it's 7:13 and not 7 o'clock. It felt strange. It felt oddly strange that I was just like chilling up in here. Like it felt like, um, yeah, it felt like a leisurely stroll. Setting up, and I was just like, I don't know what's happening. This is taking some time. And then I was like, something's not right here. Wilmy, hi Wilmy, how you doing, honey? Oh, long time, Wilmy. How are you? Hey, Wilmy. So yeah, people, this is Sunday at 7:15, and yeah, man, this is like a potpourri. Ask me what you want kind of thing because I soon start my video work and I want to talk to you guys. Then I have like stuff written up for the videos. And so I'm like, I don't know what to do because I don't want to talk about the video. I want to surprise you guys with topics, so I don't want to say too much tonight because I'm going to start filming tonight with the video. So I'm quite excited. Hello, Belinda. How are you, my darling? So yeah, so I don't want to, I don't know. So I figured let us discuss what you people want to discuss as opposed to a curriculum that I've created. I mean, I don't even know where it is, but I could go over 3 things that I do think that makeup artists should have in their arsenal that will sustain you over a long period of time. I could talk about that real quick, but I'm doing good. It's been so long. Yes, Miss Wilmy, it has. You see me staring at you, but then again, I haven't been on here that much either. So I can't give you the side eye, Miss Wilmy, because I haven't been on here either. So what the hell? Okay, Miss Wilmy. I hope you've been doing things. I know it's hard. To sit up here and say, well, I hope you've been productive. Well, how many of us have really been that productive, So I can't even be like, you should be doing. I can't even do that right now. It's impossible. I can't do it to you. So I'm glad that you're here, Miss Wilmy. Very glad. I met Miss Wilmy. I met you too, Melinda. Yeah, I met you guys. So, why? Because, I met you, some guys I met at IMAT, some guys I met at the makeup show, some guys I meet at Makeup Forever when I speak at Makeup Forever, some guys I meet at your schools when I speak at your schools, all of that. So if you guys are all here, thank you for coming and chilling with me for a few minutes on your Sunday. Thank you very much, people. So, I don't even have my little notes here. Look, I got my little remote control. I don't have my notes here, but I figured why not? Let's talk about this is kind of what I consider the 3 things that makeup artists really should have in their arsenal of tricks and things to do to have a very long career. Okay. One, you really have got to learn the art of customer service. No joke, 100%. You really have to learn it, because with customer service comes psychology. It comes a way to help you guys to diffuse certain situations you will find yourself in. Listen, I've been a makeup artist, I tell you guys all the time, 20 years now. And I can count on maybe one hand where, something happened and you're like, whoa, whoa. But you have to be able to bring these people down, not down to your level, but bring people down before tick, 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 tick. You have to learn how to do that because, I hate to hear stories about how makeup artists had this bad client and the client did this and the client did that. Or even let's say the client really didn't do anything to you, but the client is doing this. This is the client. This is the client. Hello, hello, hello. And it drives you guys crazy. It doesn't bother me, but it drives you guys crazy when your client is doing this, correct? So then we have to learn ways to what? Diffuse it. You have to learn if this is bothering you, then you have to learn ways to get your client to stop it in your own way. You have to figure those things out. And customer service is a big, we are a service industry. I know people don't believe it, but we really are. We're a service industry. And if your customer service is not on point, you could find yourself ass out of jobs. Because I'll tell you sometimes what, we always talk about competition, right? Right? So let's talk about competition. And sometimes, let's say if you're neck and neck with another makeup artist, it's you, for the job, right? It's you both are identical twins. You are identical twins. There was nothing you two don't do exactly like until there's one little thing comes up. How is the customer experience with this person? Right? And then what happens? One person is amazing at it and one person is not so bad, but you're not amazing at it. That person that's amazing at customer service will get that job. All the time, hands down, all the time, they will get the job. Whereas, you got to work, I'm talking about, we have to work on our customer service. We really do, we have to work on customer experience. We have to stop saying we're luxury. We have to stop saying we're luxury services when we're not. Sorry. You guys know how it's like a pet peeve of mine when we run around. I keep hearing, I'm luxury, DeShawn. And then I go to your website or I ask you a few questions and I'm like, but that's not luxury. That's just you going to somebody's house. Just because you show up at somebody's house does not make you luxury. A plumber comes to your house, doesn't he? Sanitation comes to your house, don't they? Right? So it doesn't, just because you show up, it's not luxury. And there's a misnomer going on with this whole luxury thing. Oh, it's luxury when we come to your house. No, it ain't. Because I've seen some janky ass makeup artists, going on here. I peruse, I see, I'm watching, I'm observing, and it's not luxury. It's not luxury. It's not luxury by far. Your kits are dirty and all that stuff. It's not luxury. So, okay. Joseph McCoy's in the house. Hi, honey. So all of this, this is why I keep saying, the customer service experience is very important, but also you keeping, like a level head about what you do is even more important. You know what I mean? Stop using words like luxury if you're not, because once you get to your client, let's say your client believes everything you have presented, right? And they hire you, you show up and you're janky, right? And then your luxury goes right out the door. It goes down the toilet. I remember years ago, I was on a message board. I do believe it was a Glossable. I do believe, don't quote me, but I believe it was Glossable. And a woman, it was a client who had, who was on the Glossable website. Hey, Rebecca Payne, Tona. Hi, Tona. Oh, I'm so glad you made it too. We are talking about 3 things. We listen, y'all know when I talk about 3 things, it turns into 25, right? 3 things. The 25th thing I want to tell you. But no. But Minnie Oka, hello, honey. So yeah, I miss Rebecca. Hello, Miss Rebecca. So yeah, so I forgot what I was saying because I made myself laugh because I'm an idiot. So, oh yeah. So the customer happened to be on Glossable, right? And she wrote in and she asked the question. She said, this girl presented herself as a luxury service. And when she opened up her kit, it was on Maybelline. Is that luxury to you? Is that luxury to you? I'm going to let you decide. Should she take luxury off of her moniker? Should she take it off of her title? Should she take it off of her whatever? I'm asking you. For the 25th thing. Thank you, me. Mimi. Celeste, hello, Celeste. Hell no. Thank you. So these are the things that I say, like, these are the top 3 that are going to turn into 25. But the first one is learn customer service, learn diffusion, learn how to calm a customer down. You got to learn how to be, what's the word? Like empathetic. You have to feel your customer. Come on. We all sit there, right? We all sit there and we're doing this on their eyes or something. And they go like this, or not even they flinch that hard, but they'll do something. And we go, are you okay? That's the same. What's the difference? What is the difference when you notice a flinch or you notice them doing something and you say, are you okay? Versus anything else. But we seem to ignore, I have to sneeze, I think. We seem to ignore the everything else. And we only see the little, like, oh, the flinching of the eye. You have to learn the flinching of the person. You have to see if a person is uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. You have to see that. That's part of your customer service. That is like, I think a Starbucks, I always talk about Starbucks. I have to sneeze, so I'm not talking. Oh, excuse me. I always say that, there's a lot of people who say, oh, DeShawn, I want to be a makeup artist. And I said, that's great. I'm always for anybody who wants to be a makeup artist, right? And, I'll say, well, what is your background kind of thing? And sometimes, I do run into Starbucks baristas, and I say, honey, if you are a Starbucks barista, you definitely have the fortitude to be a makeup artist, because people are hailing things at them all day and you have to be able to take it. And I know most people, most people have a problem with taking it. And if you have a problem with taking it, when I say taking it, it's attitude. A lot of people will pop off at you. You have to be able to take it. And if you can't take it, if you're the type of person, rule number 3, if you are the type of person that cannot take it, cannot take someone rude, basically, just rude, just straight, not even racist, rude, just straight, just normal person rude, right? Impatience, that kind of thing. If you're the kind of person that's like, you ain't gonna talk to me like that, then this is not the job for you. Don't do it. I say it all the time. If you have that problem where you cannot deal with attitude coming at you, this ain't it. This not it. Don't do it. I'm all for rah, 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 be a makeup artist. Everybody can do it, da, 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 da. But if you have that attitude where you ain't going to talk to me, or did you hear what she said? All of that, this is not the place for you. No customer service job is the place for you when you can get an attitude because someone has a slight attitude with you. You just can't. It's just not the kind of business that you can be in. I remember before I shut the comments down, that video I had done, my viral video, the one I thought, listen, can I get a sidebar? So wait a minute. So I have a problem, and I'll tell you what my problem is. YouTube, I'll tell you what it is that I'm so comfortable talking to you people, and like only you people, that I forget I'm talking to a universe of people. So when I made that Cardi B video and just was talking about what a makeup artist should do and what she shouldn't do, I felt like I was just talking to you. I still have to learn that I am not just talking to you. I am talking to a universe. And the comments and that's why the comments are turned off, because they were fighting with me, but I didn't really care. In fact, I was trying to have dialogue so people can understand this business, because this business, I keep saying it over and over and over again. This is a different world. It is like being an alien being. It is a different world with different rules. It's weird here. It's weird being a makeup artist. You have to understand that. This is not normal. I keep trying to get people to understand that. So when I talk about being in different worlds, and at the time I was talking about celebrities, and I said something like that girl had walked into her world, I just meant her world. At that moment, she walked into that woman's world. If she was doing my makeup, she would have walked into my world. We walk into everybody's different worlds with different rules and different attitudes and different this. And you have to be able to acclimate yourself to those things. And one of the girls, somebody had written in the comments, said something like, oh, she thinks we should be abused, because she read my book. She was like, oh, she thinks we should be abused when we work. And I was like, what does it say that? It doesn't say that. I never said that. But what I said was, when that book, Assisting Rules, is what I meant by, and I always want to clarify this because I think it's very important to clarify that when I say not to, remember, this is about assisting. So when you're assisting somebody, okay, that when they have the attitude or they're snotty or whatever, suck it up. Just suck it up. Don't curse them out. I know you want to. I know you do. But just hold on. Get through the day and then get out. And you never have to see them again. Right? But I don't want you to go, you didn't say thank you to me. I don't want that. I want you to suck it up. Just get through the day. That's what it said in there. That's what I thought. I had to reread my book. I was like, did I say that? I didn't say that. But that's what I'm saying. It's like the attitudes. It's attitudes of clients, attitudes of key artists, attitudes of celebrities, attitudes of brides, attitude of all different kinds of people. You have to be able to deal with that. If you cannot deal with that, boom, it's going to blow up in your face. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and say no. Thank you, Tona. I know you're talking about Tona. Thank you. Okay, we're talking about Maybelline, right? She could have brought that herself. Hello, Belinda. Exactly. So that's luxury, right? Maybelline Cosmetics is luxury. Okay. If I hire luxury, I want better than what I have at home, and I already have luxury. Hello. Thank you, Miss Celeste. Yes, 100% agree that customer service is a foundation in makeup artistry. Thank you, Toner. Miss Belinda says, even as a teacher, oh, you're a teacher? Yeah, I wish I had, I'm going to get like a applaud machine in here or something. Even as a teacher, I need my customer service skills to deal with parents. Yes. Oh my God. My boyfriend's a teacher. He's a teacher for a long time. Oh my God. The stories he comes home with the parents. I'm like, oh my God. And even I'm like, and I think I'm really good with customer service. And even I'm like, I really feel like I would have punched him in the face. Yes. God bless you, Belinda. God bless you. Celeste says, I'm starting out, took it up during, congratulations. Took it up during COVID to add to my hairstyling. I wonder what your opinion is on starter kits. I do have some drugstore in my kit, but it's like buried and only for cheapskates. I'll answer you in a second, Celeste. Okay, what is it, Tony? You walk into a work in which you do not control, in a sense. Tony, you're right. Yes, you don't control it. This is, like I said, the difference about being a makeup artist, right? Like, I come from corporate America. So my mindset is every day, right? I went to the same desk. I sat across from the same person. I dealt with my boss. So it's very singular, right? And most people live in that kind of bubble where it's singular, where you go to work, you hang out with the work people, it's very normal, right? That's normal. But now take that out. And now every day you meet new people every day. Every day you're meeting new people, right? So then it doesn't apply. You cannot apply what you know with your tribe. I hate that word, tribe. With your group of people, you cannot apply that with just a sect of group of people, because these are all different personalities you're going to meet with different criterias and different this. And that is why customer service is so vital, because you have to pay attention to all of these different signals coming at you from people you've only met for 5 seconds. You have to get that. There are a lot of times that I'm working, I'll walk in and I didn't have a consultation with a person. I didn't get a chance to sit down and talk to them. I have to go in there, introduce myself, and start working right away. So that is what I'm saying. It's not normal when you walk into this world of being a professional makeup artist, especially when you're in the industry or even when you're bridal, you are still dealing with different people and different personalities. And if you don't have that, if you don't have customer service, people skills in your arsenal, you will not last long, is what I'm trying to say. Let's see. La, la, la. One deep breath, Mimi. One deep breath works. Yeah, I know. Okay, bitch. Okay. Yeah, I know. Yes. I remember. Oh, Joy says, hi, Joy. I remember when that happened. It seems difficult for some people to understand unless they have worked professionally as an artist. Yeah, they don't get it. And I remember like, listen, they were, listen, I have a nice following. Thank you all for coming as always, but I just wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared for that Cardi video to do that. I just wasn't. I didn't even understand it. Now, the boyfriend, who was not even into social media or anything, I came to him and I said, what happened? I don't understand. Where do all these people come from? He said, you put Cardi in your title. And I said, yeah, because that's what I'm talking about. He was like, well, that's why you have attracted the world to you. And I was like, oh, damn. Well, so I felt it was my obligation to go and try to talk to people. Like if they had a listen, I think I told y'all they were calling me a coon. They would call me all kinds of things. First of all, she's a New Yorker. Nothing really bothers me. So y'all can even spat off the N-word. Rolls off my back. So I'm not really affected by the words. More so that I was more affected by the lack of understanding that people have, all of that. I ain't gonna put up with that. And I'm like, you gotta understand, especially if you're a makeup artist, you gotta understand that these things are gonna happen. And to see that people didn't understand it, Joy, it was exactly what you said. They don't get it because you are walking into different worlds and it is what it is. And you have to acclimate yourself to those worlds. Now, celebritydom is very different than sometimes working for, let's say, a corporate entity, or working for, I always say working for brides feels to me very much like working for celebrities. I don't really find it to be that much different. I really don't. So, but that's all I'm saying is just like, we as makeup artists, we have a duty to be, really up on our customer service if we really want to work. And that whole luxury thing that people keep doing, I'm luxury. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop with the luxury. Really, you have to understand what luxury makeup artist is. You really have to understand that. If you don't understand it, it's going to blow up in your face. Now, what's interesting is like if you're on Clubhouse, and I don't remember what room I think they call room I was in a room. I wasn't participating. I was listening for like 15 minutes and I said, I'm out. And I believe they were talking about rates and such and how, I think it was the conversation was some rapper was saying something like, I don't pay a makeup artist $150 is ridiculous in her eyes because she can get somebody for $50. And so the conversation was kind of going in and out of, well, I make more money than that. And I make, it's like, great. Everybody makes more money than that. That's great. But that doesn't solve the issue of a $50 a day makeup artist and the attitude of a celebrity who has no respect for what we do. And that was, that kind of, there's so much I want to say to that. There's so much I want to say, but this is what I mean by celebritydom, dealing with them. And by the way, I've never heard of a celebrity that I know of ever thinking that we're not worth our money. So that is, to me, that is an isolated thing. That to me it is. Now, do I meet consumers who feel that my rate is crazy? Yes. And guess what? That means that consumer is not for me. That's all it means. And that means that rapper person should never, no makeup artist should ever do her makeup, period. Like you hear something as disrespectful, I can't talk tonight, disrespectful as that, then nobody should work for her. She should then if you think that we're only worth $50, then do your own damn makeup. then you go ahead. To me, that was my answer. If that's how you feel, then you do your own damn makeup. But it's just very interesting. There's a lot of things going on in my brain, and I still need to sneeze, and I'm like dying right now. Oh my God. Oh, Belinda's a fourth grade teacher. My teacher, Mrs. Wyland, I still remember her, and I still love her to this day. She was my favorite teacher. Then Mr. Linker in high school. Hey, Rosemary. Wow, Rosemary, I was thinking about you the other day, and I said, I need to reach out to Rosemary and see how she's doing. Thank you for being here, honey. Toner, so grateful for our teachers to be able to be so adaptable through everything going on. Yes. Just finished makeup on a live interview for Face the Nation. Very cool. I just watched it this morning. I don't normally watch Face the Nation, but I literally watched it this morning. I swear to God, I did. Let's see. Adaptability is key. Can we say that again? Tona, adaptability is key. Thank you. Celeste, I'm not getting out of bed for $50. I heard you, Celeste. Nobody does. Nobody's getting out of bed for $50. Oh my God. KTG, is it wrong? Is it wrong that I kind of want to see what a 50? Oh, you want to see what a 50K makeup artist is, right? You know what? To be honest, I think there are a lot of makeup artists out there who are charging 50 and 60 and all that, who are probably pretty good. They just don't know. They don't know any better. I tell you this all the time. DeShawn Hatcher was a $50 a day, not hooker, but makeup artist. That's what I was. It's $50 a day makeup artist. And I didn't know any better. No one explained to me. I didn't know. I thought 50 was fine. No one explained to me. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I think, for me personally, I don't feel, I don't know how you say it. I don't look down at makeup artists who charge that. And I'm not saying that they were looking down on them, but the attitudes were, well, if you know better. It was just like, well, clearly anybody who's charging 50 and you're good, then you don't know better. You don't understand. You don't know rates. You don't know this. You don't know that. So, you know what I mean? That's what it means. It means you don't understand. That's all it means. And you need help, and you need somebody to school you. I was fortunate. I have Fidel Barisha. He taught me. I told him I was a $50 a day makeup artist, $50 to $150 a day, depending on what it was. And he thought I was crazy. He really thought I was nuts. And this is a photographer who's been around forever. And, and he always talks to me very straight. Very straight. And he told me, he was like, DeShawn, you can't work like that. You can't do that. No, you have to raise your rates. You cannot. But again, if I did not have that conversation with Fidel that one day, I forgot where we were walking somewhere, and he just casually asked me, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I said, oh, I've been so busy. I was working almost every day for months. And I'm finally, what I feel like, I'm finally able to pay my rent. I was so excited that I was able to pay my rent, and I was able to pay my utilities, and my lights were on. I was so excited that I was working, but I was working myself to death. I was working myself to death. But I was making $50 to $150 a day. And if we didn't have that conversation, not now, of course, I think it would have taken me much longer to understand, you got to raise your rates, So when I see $50 people and I actually see that they're good, it just means they don't understand. That's how I take it. KTG says, I've never paid less than $125 and it was very worth it. Yeah. I'm making more than professionals in my area for hair and makeup, and still, thank you. Good point. And I'm still in school and have yet to set rates. Friends and family just started paying me what they felt paying you what they felt you were worth. Exactly. And that's a good marker. I mean, I don't really go on what friends and family do, to be honest, because 99% of the time, most of the time, they love you, and they'll you know what I mean? They'll just do more for you than an average person would. But I would definitely branch out. I would take whatever the amount that you're getting from your family and then apply it to real world people and see what you get then. See if there's see if there's any pushback or, with that price with real people. No offense, but family family really isn't real people to me, because they will either you have a sister that's bitch and she's just going to be bitchy to you, and she's going to say you're not worth the price, or your mom's going to think you're the greatest thing in the world. It's like, oh my gosh, she's so great and she's so amazing. So families is a harder thing to gauge the truth of what you're doing, because they have more patience with you. They love you. Most want to see you succeed. So there's just a difference. But if you're getting money, period, then I would definitely say, now, definitely, keep going, honey. Listen, you made more money than I did. When I first started, you made more money than I did. That's all I'm saying. If you're charging 50 and you're good, you need a mentor and need to learn your worth in the industry. Toner. Exactly. That's all it means. That's really all it means. It doesn't mean you're stupid. It doesn't mean you're ignorant. Well, it means you're ignorant, but it doesn't mean you're ignorant. There's ignorance and then the ignorant. You're not ignorant. You just don't know. Ignorance is, you just don't know. Ignorance is anything. And ignorance is just not understanding. Ignorance is not knowing. That's all. That's all it means. You just don't know. Ignorant is like wrong is strong. Most makeup artists are not ignorant. They're ignorant. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I assume dumb. Of course, there was a base rate and people worked up from there. I always learn something listening to you. Thank you, KTG. Well, technically, yeah, there was a base rate. I mean, my base rate was 50 and it was wrong. It was wrong. I should have charged way more than 50. But also, that I am more of an industry makeup artist than I am a consumer makeup artist. To me, and I will always try to get people to understand, there's a split down the middle, whereas there's consumers, whichever side you want to be, there are consumers, and then there are industry, right? So industry, again, I'm not counting bridal. I know people want me to, but I'm not. Because the reason why I do not count bridal as industries, because it's more consumer based. Industry is more corporations and film and television, all that stuff. It's more production, whereas bridal isn't. Bridal's way more consumer based. So that's the difference. Do you feel like location should play a part in the amount you should charge? It depends, honey. It depends on where you're going. Like, are you going across the street? Or are you going 2 hours out of your way? Do you have to rent a car to go? See, are you flying? I've been flown all over the place. People will, they pay for that. They will pay for that. I mean, you're asking me to do something. Now it's just more, yeah, they got to pay for you to get there. I know it sounds weird. Like, listen, honestly, when I first started and people would say, people have to pay for my travel. I was like, they do? Nobody pays for my travel when I went to corporate America. I don't understand. And then and then somebody sat me down and said, that's one of the expenses that you should not incur, because they're asking you to, they're hiring you. So they got to get you there. It's the customer's responsibility to get you there. It's also their responsibility to feed you. That's why when you're on set, you're fed, correct? You're supposed to be. That's why when you first start off, you eat a lot of pizza. There's a lot of pizza going on because the budgets are so low that you get a lot of pizza. But they're supposed to feed you as well. So they're supposed to make sure that your transportation is taken care of, and they're supposed to make sure you eat, because you are physically stuck where you are. You cannot leave. You can't go anywhere. 99% of the jobs I've ever worked on, I couldn't leave. So that's why food has to be brought in and all these things. That's why most of the time people should be paying for travel because if it's far, far away from you, right? And it's up to you to decide on how far it is technically. Like, let's say if you say, well, I don't want to travel any more than an hour outside of my circle, right? And then all of a sudden somebody's 2 hours outside of your circle, well, then you can charge. That's all. So you says LA, New York, Midwest, I mean. If you're wait, okay, Tony, I'm going back to your question. Do you feel like location should play a part in it? Yeah. So yes, yeah. Oh, and also I know what you're saying. So yes, LA, New York, yes, the Midwest, yes, there are rates in New York. You get higher rates in New York than you would, let's say, in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm assuming. I don't know all the rates all over the place, but I would say yes. New York, you get higher rates. You're supposed to. Cost of living here is higher. So anywhere where the cost of living is higher, normally you get pretty decent rates. Even though I have seen rates for people in other parts of the country that I'm like, wow, you make that much? Okay. So again, when I say that, okay, that's based on skill level too. And it's based on your experience. I haven't met a newbie in other parts of the country that make the okay kind of money. I just haven't. But I have met senior artists that make a decent amount of money. So I don't want to say, yeah or nay. Lydia, hello, honey. Hi. You're so welcome. Yeah, I know it's weird. It's like one of those things. So, I like to quote Michael Keys because it just tickles me. I just love the way he said it. He said, Michael Keys is the gentleman who runs IMATS and who runs Makeup Artist Magazine, and you need to still go get your pro card from him and all that stuff. But he used to always say, you got to go where the cheese is. Like you're the little mouse, you got to go where the cheese is. And if you're looking for a bigger rate, then the bigger rates are normally in the bigger cities. But again, it depends. It depends on so much. But it depends on your experience. It depends on your connections. It depends on a lot of things. That's why becoming a makeup artist, you have to cast a very broad net. You ever see that when a fisherman has the enormous net and he throws out that net to catch all those fish? It's very much like what you're supposed to be doing with your career and your networking. You're supposed to be casting a wider net for yourself. So when these really big opportunities come up, people reach out to you. The industry is very insular. And so it starts to be more on your reputation in the industry, who you know in the industry, that kind of thing. More so than consumer. I keep doing consumer industry. Consumer is more on your pretty pictures because they don't know any better, and it's fine. They're looking at. That's why I keep saying. I keep stressing. Become an expert. Just don't become a makeup artist. Become an expert makeup artist, which means you want, like, your clients when they go to your website, you're filling them in on such great information. That's why you should have information on makeup. What kind of makeup you like? What kind of makeup you like, and why do you prefer it for your clients? And what does it mean? Even if you have one person go into your blog on your site, I don't care. It just gives off a better look than just being a normal run-of-the-mill everyday makeup artist. You remember, all of us have to be able to separate ourselves from the pack. You have to be able to separate yourself, because you can't answer the question, what's different about me, if you don't make yourself different. You can't, like I used to say, I wrote about it in Assisting Rules when one day I was having a conversation with a friend of mine who was a very high-end hairstylist. In fact, he allowed me to assist him several times. That's how I got really good with hair. Antonio Diaz from Barcelona. he allowed me to assist him because I really wanted to get my hair game up. I thought my hair was okay, but I really wanted hair game. and Antonio is hair game. Okay. And I remember having a conversation with him, just a normal run-of-the-mill conversation. And I was like, I don't understand what makes me so different from, my friend here. I don't understand. We're all makeup artists. What's the difference? And then he started to explain to me, well, the difference is in how you treat people, DeShawn. It's the difference is your style. The difference is this. And he just started to break it all down to me. And I just was like, oh, I never looked at it that way. And I'm trying to get you to look at it that way. What is going to separate you from the pack? It doesn't mean that, it doesn't mean it's not really about your makeup per se. It's about you as an individual. It's about how you come across to your clients, whoever they may be. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to see. It's more than just this. You're trying to get that. It's more than this. It is your service. If you say you're luxury and you're not, that's a chink in your armor. But if you say you're luxury and you come out banging, boom. See, it's a lot. So, it's all this branding stuff. We weren't having a branding conversation. We were just having a conversation as a youngin in the industry, trying to understand, why am I so different from somebody else? We all do the same thing. I was confused. I didn't get it. Now I get it, Hi, Aaron. I used to work at Sephora and did makeup there. I miss doing makeup. I do too. I miss doing makeup on people so much. Getting a kit together has been a daunting task. Are there any specific products and brands you suggest? Okay, let me see. And then that's toner. I will come back to you. And then I love airbrush makeup. What area of the industry is best to, to make the most for airbrush work? Probably bridal, honestly. For that one, I don't airbrush at all. It's just not my thing. I know how. It's not my thing. But I don't know if Toner was the same person who asked me the question about the kit, but I couldn't. Let me see. Somebody asked me about a kit because they have a janky kit. It could have been you. Rebecca Payne. Hi, Rebecca Payne. Exactly, DeShawn. I've noticed a common thread amongst celebrity makeup artists. You hear the celebs say that they love the artist also as a person. You must be good with people. Thank you very much, Miss Rebecca. Yes. So, kits. That depends. Again, see, this is the point. What are you trying to do with this kit? Are you trying to be a luxury person? You don't always have to be. But if you are, then you better go luxury, which means when you open up that kit, that glistering Dior, the Tom Ford, all of that is important to have in your kit. Does your kit have to be a full luxury experience? Not necessarily, no. I don't feel, but I will be honest, I feel like I don't have a luxury kit, but I'm starting to work more so you guys understand why I'm flipping a little bit now, because of the pandemic, I started to have to work more with consumers because they ain't nothing happening. And so I've decided to invest in making my kit a little bit more, as I like to say, a pooty poo poo, a little bit more luxury. So I have some Chanel in there. I hate Chanel, but I have it. I have some Chanel. I have some Dior. I have some Tom Ford, that kind of thing. That's what I have in my kit. And and I still have my Graftobian. Thank you very much. So I still have Graftobian. I still have this, but now I'm adding I have a little luxury compartment in my kit. It's not a lot. I don't think I will be investing a lot in it, but there's some of the products I really do like. So I do tend to, I'm not mad that I have them in my kit. And also the other thing is, the reason why I know which products to pick is because when I deal with other celebrities and they have this stuff in their kit, in there. Sometimes like a celebrity will come to me and say, "Oh, you want to use my stuff?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Then I'm like, "Yeah." Then I'm flipping through it, and I get to see what the Tom Ford foundations are like, and the Pat McGrath foundations are like, and so I get to see it up close and personal. I get to use it. You see, so I go, "Ooh, remember that in your brain, and go buy it when you get a chance." So yeah, I've been getting like little bits here and there of luxury products, but I also have a very different way of now, because again, I'm dealing with more consumer than I am industry. I deal with them in a different way. I have packaging for them. There's a lot of stuff that I do when I have clients, consumer clients versus industry clients. It's just things that you have to do differently. Yeah, Lydia, you do both. Lydia does beautiful makeup, beautiful. Celeste, I used to get clients tossing me $50 and $100 tips at the barbershop. I can't wait until lockdown is over. I can't wait for it to be over either. But I told you guys, I was smacked in the head by the Lord. Thank you, Jesus, who literally, I'm pointing this way because right there is a window. And then down in that window, if you look, you look outside that window and you look down, there are two photographers that live right across the way from me that I have been very fortunate to work with on somewhat semi-regular basis. And I literally go down the flight of steps and cross over the alley, and they're right there. So I'm very, very fortunate. So Justin McCoy, is this person Emily Noel 83? Is she a makeup artist? I have an issue. I'll tell you this. Okay. Rule number 3. Stop listening to people who are makeup artists. Rule number 3. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have a pet peeve. Is she a makeup artist? If she is, I'll give her a pass. If she's not a makeup artist, if she's simply reviewing makeup, it is not the same. If you're gonna follow people who are makeup artists. What's her name? Harry does makeup on here. She's good. She's not. Laugh out loud. Yeah. I hate to be like that. I hate to be, queen bitchy bitch, but I'm sick of these people. I said it. And listen, because they're not talking to us. This is what I'm trying to get you people to understand. When these people are reviewing makeup, I know how this works. No, you don't know how it works for a makeup artist. You know how it works for a consumer. You know how it works maybe for a woman that's going to sit behind her desk. You don't know what it's like to work as a makeup artist. You have no clue what it's like to work as a makeup artist. Some of this poo-poo shit can't even travel in our kits well. It might break apart. All these things. This is why I get incensed. Listen, I get it. She's doing a service. She's breaking it down. Listen, if you want to play with makeup, go to Sephora and play with the makeup. Don't put it on your face. Go to Sephora and do it. Or might you invest in something, or just get a sample. Go to the department store. They'll give you samples. But I'm over it. I'm sorry. It's 2021. I'm tired of being nice about this. I'm tired of consumer-based people telling makeup artists what's right for their kit and how it works. I'm just sick of it. Sorry. I'm sick of it. If they're not makeup artists, please stop listening to them. I'm sorry. I've said it. I said it out loud. I used to say it in my head. And now I'm going to say it out loud. Stop listening to these people. They are not makeup artists. They are not. I'm sorry. DeShawn had a fit. Oh, DeShawn is right. They are not makeup artists. I don't listen to them. I don't listen to them either. What do you have to tell me, young lady? What could you tell me? What can you tell me? Can you tell me how long it lasts on a music video for 24 hours? Can you tell me how it lasts when the girl has to be thrown into something, thrown into a shower scene? Can you tell me how it lasts? You know, if she's dancing and she's about to sweat it off, can you tell me how it lasts in the desert? Can you tell me how? I mean, come on. This is why I say, please, listen to these people. Can you tell me what it's like when she's got oily skin? Can you tell me? I can't. Listen, everybody has a role. Her role is to talk to consumers. Her role is not to educate us. Our role is to educate her. This is what I'm trying to get you guys to see. We are ass backwards in this community. Why the hell are we listening to people on YouTube who don't do what we do? I'm going to sit here and take accounting advice from somebody who's not an accountant? What the hell? I'm sorry. I'm having a fit. I'm sorry. I just can't. I'm sorry. Yes. If you want entertainment, check her out. But if they're not makeup artists, listen to makeup artists. Listen. Remember, if you're a bridal makeup artist, you might want to listen to people who are bridal makeup artists. If you're an industry person, you might want to listen to people in the industry, because we deal with different criterias for what we do. It is just completely different from a consumer-based product person. It's just different. It doesn't work. I purchased stuff from people and was like, this is BS. This stuff didn't work. This stuff didn't last. In fact, remember, and also you have to remember that they'll sit up here and tell you, oh, get this powder. This powder's amazing. And then you put it on your client and all of a sudden something's weird, because in front of the camera, it doesn't look right. Maybe in person, you know, it looks good, but in front of the cameras, it might not look right. But does she know that? No. Stop listening to these people. Or if you're going to listen, go out and experiment and buy it and try it and bring it home. But, sorry. Okay. She has to breathe. I think I just had a hissy fit. I'm sorry, people. I will come back to life. I will come back. I'm so sorry. Let me read and woosah. Somebody said breathe earlier. Okay, I'm breathing. Okay, I'm just going to read now. Okay. My brain was rewired when I decided to become a makeup artist. Consumer standards just aren't good enough. If you're not used to dealing with different makeup on different skin than your own, it's definitely different than just reviewing from your home. That is a much better way of saying it than me having a hissy fit. I appreciate that, Toner. I take advantage of my drugstore discount. Yes. I decided to build my kit with products that are readily available and economical for me. And exactly, especially with me being a beginner and still learning. Now, on here is a video that I had done. I think it's red. It's got like red background and something else. And that video was about how I created my kind of very first kit on the cheap using drugstore products. And so that's why y'all need to go look at that video. And I think I'm so much in that video, I believe. Yeah, but I started with drugstore makeup as well. I had professional makeup because I went to school and they gave me, I had a kit. So what I was doing was supplementing my kit with drugstore makeup. And so I was supplementing my kit with like eyeshadows and lipsticks and that kind of stuff. Though I had my professional blush, my professional foundation and conceal. I hate to say conceals. I'm a corrector girl. Correctors and all that stuff. I had all of that. Now I just needed to supplement it with more color instead of complexion color. I don't skimp on, complexion things. I like what I like, and I like professional brand makeup because I know a lot of people don't understand. A lot of newbies don't understand when they, let's say when they buy the Graftobian palette, inclusion. So they buy the Graftobian palette, right? They'll open it up and they see these little squares. And then you'll see people say, oh, that's so small. That's really small. I thought it was going to be bigger. They don't understand that professional makeup requires very little. You use very little. Whereas I literally last night was watching, I don't know if they're makeup, I don't know what they consider themselves, makeup artists or not. I'm not really sure, but I was watching a couple of young ladies on the U and the Tube who do makeup, who do makeup on, I guess they're friends, who take that, who take the concealing, cake it on, and they do all the stuff, right? So to a makeup artist, if this is truly a makeup artist, so to a makeup artist like that, she would open up Graftobian palette or RCMA or Cinema Secrets, any one of those, and go, that's not enough makeup for me, because she would scoop out the entire thing and put it on somebody's face, because she doesn't understand that professional makeup, you don't need to dig into it and use so much of it. So, again, that's a consumer person versus a pro person. DeShawn had it. I did. I'm sorry, people. I have to have more patience in 2021. But I don't. I can't. Listen. This whole thing that we got going here for the last however years, I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ass. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not doing it, because we all have wasted our money. We all have wasted our time. And I have made grand mistakes, huge mistakes. And I just don't want to see you do that. And, I don't think that everything I say to you will prevent you from making a mistake. Sometimes we just do, and that's just the way life is. But I try so hard in everything I do so you don't have to suffer like me. That's what this is all about. And now the difference between kind of like when I started and now is that we have this middleman called the U and the Tube, right? And we have this middleman called influencers. And they are, I was going to say something, ucking up the landscape for us. They were ucking it up because they have now decided to claim expertism when they are not. You see, I was watching that young lady apply this makeup, and she was like, and I tried to do this because it's natural looking. It wasn't. She drew on the girl's eyebrows with a black marker. I mean, it was good. She put glue. She put eyelash glue in her eyebrows. And so I'm trying, I think probably why I'm so cuckoo crazy fitty wise is because I feel like I'm going against the grain of what we see and what people are telling you is the right thing to do. And I know that's not. And then for you to watch You and the Tube and the plethora of mess that is out there, whether or not you like their personality, that's one thing, but the mess that is out there, it's very hard for pros to sit back and just be silent about it. It's very hard for us because we see it. We can see what's wrong with these people, and sometimes you can't. Like that girl who wants to give her advice on makeup. It's fantastic, but then she should not be talking to pros because she's not a pro. So I say all that to say I'm so sorry I had a fit. Please forgive me. This hissy fit reminded me of when Sam Fine was regular on Twitter, and the thread would be filled with complaints that the pros had about the newbies. They were epic, but I learned a lot. Not a makeup artist. Cool. I mean, listen, I give these young people credit. You want to teach something? That's cool. That's really cool. But stop making it sound like you know what you're doing when you don't. And I can't. But anyway, I digress. And I think that's the end of the sermon tonight, because as usual, in order for me to do this right now, I have to unplug myself and sit here. And when the screen goes dim, it tells me our time is up because I can't plug myself in over here yet. I will eventually in the future, but right now I can't. So I just want to, as usual, I hope you learned something tonight. I really hope you learned something besides DeShawn has hissy fits. I wish you learned something tonight. Celeste, yes, you will see my kit. I will be making a video of my kit so you guys can see it. It's still a work in progress, so I haven't really showed it. It's a brand new kit, really. Brand new, not. But yeah, I definitely will be showing you guys my kit. But yeah, before the screen goes black, I want to thank you guys so much for always being here and being just so much fun and so cool and letting me have a hissy fit. I will be back next Sunday with a clock that works. Okay. That way I know what time it is. And don't forget, these are going on sale soon. Don't forget assisting rules. Don't forget inclusion. Don't forget. I don't know what else I could push. That's it. And I will be back next Sunday. And thank you guys. I will see you next Sunday. Bye, guys.